chill. We going. We going. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I hate to rush through this, but I did want to talk about one more thing. Oftentimes we talk about money, making more money, you know, buying a truck, leasing, and all of that stuff. I want to talk about financial planning. There's a page that I have for creating wealth. Not that I'm wealthy yet. I'm on the path. And there's just some ideas, some things that I want you to consider and think about as far as creating extra income and doing stuff with your money. But financial planning and retirement planning. I'm by no means an investment, a financial advisor or investment guru. By no means, by no stretch of the imagination. But I know there are some things that we tend to overlook, and a lot of us have never been exposed to information regarding investment and retirement planning. And one of the things that I did when I stopped driving was I took a class for retirement planning. So I was the youngest person in the class, and it was like, why are you here? Not the instructor. He knew, you know, he would advise people to do that. But a lot of the seniors that were there was like, some of them was like, why are you here? You're not retirement yet. I'm like, well, I didn't want to wait until I was at retirement age to learn about what was out there. And then, you know, it clicked. And, you know, a lot of them said that's what I wish I had done when I was younger. But I think it's important to be exposed to that information so that it's easier to absorb when you see it again or when you study it again. But anyway, my biggest point here with this video, the aerosol, she over there panting. My biggest point is to be sure to explore, man. Take advantage of your 401k and what your company matches from what you set aside, your RA, Roth accounts and everything. Take advantage of that matching money that they're going to give you, and they're going to contribute for whatever you contribute, whatever percentage they match. Take advantage of that. It's going to offset the amount that you pay in taxes, your taxable income. But also look into other things to do to prepare for the future, especially, you know, you guys that has a family and everything already. You know, you want to make sure you have insurance. A lot of times you'll hear people that come around talk about whole life and even present whole life as a vehicle for investment, which what I learned, you know, I also took insurance class. There's a lot of different variations out there. Whole life is not, insurance is not really for investment. It's for to replace an income stream in the event something happens. And what you really need to consider is term life insurance rather than whole life. Is a fraction of the cost. And like I said, when it comes to planning, the whole idea is to, well, for whatever term, you're also doing things that put you in a position to be able to take care of the situation instead of relying upon that policy. Have your own money set aside and have things structured in such a way that you're covered. I say, you know, I'm not an advisor. I can't tell you specifics. I can't get into details, but that's a general idea. Term life, you save a whole lot more money than you would with whole life. And there's a lot, and you know, everything. There's not one thing that's right for everyone. It depends on your specific situations. So you have to, in my opinion, it's best to find someone local to you, and recommendations is always a good thing. And if you don't know someone who can advise you, then like Dave Ramsey has these local advisors, and there might be other ways you can get local advisors. There are probably some good options online. You know, just look at the reviews and everything, but speak to someone who can look at your specific situation and advise you. And as far as investments for retirement, to grow what you have, you want your money to be working for you, and you want to be prepared. I forgot what percentage, something like, a great, like 70%, I think, of the seniors today won't have enough money to cover them, and they're going to be solely dependent upon Social Security and everything, and that's not going to be enough money in a lot of people's cases to handle their bills. And look at healthcare costs. That's going to continue to rise. So, you know, you have to plan and be prepared. As far as the life insurance and everything, and as far as planning in general, suppose you die, man. That's a potential reality. I mean, you're going to die, but suppose you have an accident next week, next month. Because another thing we tend to do is procrastinate with saying things like that. Assuming that we're going to live the full term, you know, and that eventually we will put things in place to take care of that. You never know, man. It could be next month. God forbid, but tragedy, things happen, you know. So you want to make sure that the family is taken care of. Why you want to eat now? It's been there all the time. You make it. Let me hold on, man. Wait till I finish. You want to make sure that the family is taken care of. So, you know, get your policies and put your whoever you want as beneficiaries to whatever degree you want, the amount, and also that brings me to the will. Make sure you do your will, man. Do your will. Because if not, then your local government is going to dictate who gets what in the state, you know. So you want to have your own will so that stuff is distributed the way you think it should be distributed. Otherwise, it might not turn out the way that you wanted to turn out. People might get stuff that you don't want to, especially you've been divorced, you have kids outside of a current marriage. I mean, you know, I don't know the type. Hopefully you do things correctly, but you know, sometimes you've been dealing with people that you don't want to have access to over a certain amount. Or you might even have kids that, you know, one is more responsible. A hawk, I love birds of prey. More responsible than the other. So you want to allocate it in a certain way. Have your will, have your insurance, and your beneficiary set. And that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to make sure y'all are thinking about that type of stuff. You know, and I'm mentioning it again. How many syllables I put in mention? Healthcare, man. Taking care of your health so that it don't eat up all of that money that you're trying to set aside in preparation for retirement. You know, while you're doing financial planning, what sense does it make to be consciously aware and mindful in the process of having working on your financial plan, but you let your health deteriorate, and now your health care is up here, your financial plan is growing, your health is up here, your health is going down, your plan is going up otherwise, but at some point this health is going to get to the point where it's going to cost you, so this is going to stop growing. You see what I'm saying? Which financial planning, hopefully, interesting. A good financial planner or advisor, to me, should bring up how you are taking care of your health. That makes sense. I wonder, do they do that? I don't know. Anyway, hey, that's it, y'all. I'm rushing. You know, it's Saturday. I need to do some things by 12. I need to hit the bank by 12. You need to put these clothes in the washing machine and get that done out the way before a lot of people show up there taking all the dryers. I hate to rush, but I got to. And she hot and tired and want to eat this dog food I got in my hand too. Slobbering. Stop slobbering, man. I gotta clean this up. If you feel like people need to hear this message, share the video. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Leave a comment about what you dislike about it. I think Melvin Peterson talks about real estate investment, which real estate investment trust, you might hear them called REITs. There's all these things out there, y'all. But check out Melvin Peterson. I think he he's a trucker. I think he's been involved in buying real estate. On my page is in the link. Then I talk about ideas with, that's why I tell single people to stay single. And I tell you not to create new bills, build your credit, save your money, build your credit, have an account set aside for investing, so you can go down these different pathways as you see fit based on information you gather and the knowledge you absorb, and so that you can create opportunities for yourself or jump on opportunities that present itself. Did I just bust around? I don't know how well this is going to work. I never stuck it. I already see it shaking a lot. But when you talk about investments, ideal. You know, again, I'm no financial planner or guru or investment person. Can't give you investment advice. I'm not even in the stock market like that. But I have jumped in. I have bought low and sold high. Believe it or not, prepaid legal. When it first started, I knew to me it was a good idea and it made sense. And so I bought at $5. It got up to like, I think it was $5 or $6. Might have been $7, but I bought from there every month all the way till it got up to, I think the high was like $32 or $35. And then it started going back down and competition came on the scene and started going down, you know, and then publicity about it being a scam and all this stuff, and it started going back down. So I sold at like 25 per share. But anyway, so I've been messing with it. This is obviously a long time ago. But anyway, to me, the stock market is overpriced. I personally wouldn't get into the stock market right now for a whole lot of money, because you probably, not like mutual funds or anything like that, because you probably could spend your money in other ways, in other investments, and come off better. But I do believe there's going to be a correction, because I think it's ridiculous right now. Something is going to happen, and people are going to panic and sell. There's going to be a correction. And so then it would be the time to buy when prices are low. But that's just me. And that's I always thought, I mean, it's ridiculous how, to me, how people move. A book that I think you should read is Master the Money Game, Tony Robbins, where he interviewed a lot of gurus, and that kind of confirmed my way of looking at things. But anyway, that's just something I wanted to put out there real quick. Like I said, Master the Money Game, Tony Robbins. And you can get inside of the mind of some of the most successful investors. Alright, y'all. Peace. Okay, y'all, so I'm back one more time before I let this video go. I'm at the laundromat now, but there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about, man. And that is mindset and attitude, a conflict in your mind and your subconscious. A lot of people got a problem with capitalism. They got a problem with rich people. They got a problem with seeing people doing well. They got a problem with seeing people successful. They got a problem with seeing people make money. Because at some level you feel like in order for someone to get, to accomplish, to achieve, to accumulate, to get paid, to get money, to get rich, somebody else got to suffer. And that's not an automatic dynamic. That's not necessarily true. Does that happen? Of course. And do people take advantage of others and make money? Yeah, of course. But they don't go hand in hand by default and automatically. In other words, there's enough money and opportunity to go around. You don't have to automatically assume the worst about someone with money. And you don't need to be jealous as a default. Well, you don't need to be jealous, period. But you don't need to hate people that got money as a default. And a lot of people do. And some people might not even realize the level to which they do have disgust with people that are successful and that make money. You know what I'm saying? Look at all of the comments and hatred toward people that make moves in the trucking game, move forward. And people just hate on them for no reason. But look, again, make sure you're not one of those people who always got something negative to say about someone who is rich or accumulates money or makes a big deal. You know, when we had the recession and the house prices fell, stocks fell, and like I said, people with money, they came up like a big dog because they bought all of that stuff. Why are you gonna be? Look, I don't agree with people getting that stuff and then taking advantage of the people once you got it. I mean, you already made a killing. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you look out for people with that? You still can make money, but you got people that accumulate so much property and whatnot that you can't even keep in track with it, and you're a slumlord. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you position yourself to use your money. That's why I talk about, and did I? No, because I wasn't properly positioned. That's why I'm so adamant about trying to help you guys look at all of this stuff in advance, so that you can be positioned and so that you can make moves. Now, I wrote that page about creating wealth prior to that, didn't I? Yeah, prior to all of that, or during at least. So I knew how to do it, but again, I made a video talking about should truckers look out for other people. Well, there you go. I gave away a lot of money, and I tried to help a lot of people, a few people, to a degree that I shouldn't have, which kept me from being positioned, kept me from following the advice that I was giving y'all on how to come up using trucking as a tool. So, you know, but I'm cool with it. Now, I mean, I wish I had been positioned, but my point in talking about this stuff is because I know a lot of people don't have that mindset and are not aware that they are not positioning themselves and not taking advantage of opportunity, and not realizing that the potential you have to actually come up. So in other words, I'm making this long. I really want to paint a big picture and give you background and give you something you can walk away with and believe in and use. You can come up just like anybody else can come up. Y'all guys watching this, I suppose just about all of you are trucking or will be trucking, and you're going to make enough money, especially after they get in your year, that you're going to start accumulating. Like I said, don't buy the car, don't buy the new car, don't buy a new place as soon as you're able to afford it. Save up your money so that you can position yourself, so that when opportunity does present itself that allows you to come up, you can do it. So instead of paying rent this whole time and now not working as much because you want to be home to stay in the house and all of that, save the money so that when there's another crash, you don't have to wait till then, but when you come across a deal after you got so much saved up, you can buy a repo, or you can buy a fixer-upper, or you can buy something with equity in it, or you can buy it at a discount. And if you want a car, you can buy. I bought so many cars. Now this one right here, I'm making a payment on it. I'm trying to get another again, and there's a lot of circumstances that occurred at that time that I went that route. But I bought many cars that I paid cash for, and then drove them for a few years, and then turned around and sold them for more than I paid for it after driving it for years. And that's what you can do with cash, man. And like my point is, don't be mad at other people for being positioned to make money, because you can do the same thing. But again, it's back to planning, financial planning, thinking ahead, having a game plan, and working toward it. Instead of you don't accomplish anything for yourself being mad, jealous at other people, hating other people because they getting it. Spend your effort and time on getting it, and let the haters be mad at you. Yeah. Alright, y'all, I'm going for real this time. Hopefully the clothes dry. Like, subscribe, share.